In a significant and closely watched decision, the Supreme Court of the United States has delivered a 7-2 ruling temporarily blocking the deportation of Venezuelan migrants under an immigration directive issued during the administration of former President Donald Trump. The decision centers around the controversial use of the Alien Enemies Act, a law dating back to 1798, which was originally intended to be used during wartime to authorize the removal of nationals from enemy countries. The Trump administration had sought to invoke the act to justify the expedited deportation of thousands of Venezuelan nationals currently residing in the United States. The argument put forward was based on Venezuela's deteriorating political situation and its strained diplomatic relations with the U.S. However, critics argued that using a wartime statute in a non-wartime context was both a legal overreach and a humanitarian misstep. In the majority opinion issued by the Supreme Court, the justices did not directly address whether the Alien Enemies Act can legally be used during peacetime, which leaves the broader question unresolved. Instead, the court focused on procedural fairness. The majority concluded that the Trump-era deportation orders lacked adequate notice and due process, effectively denying those targeted by the policy a fair chance to challenge their removal from the country. This procedural shortfall led the court to halt the deportations on a temporary basis, pending further legal review and potential administrative revisions. The ruling applies specifically to Venezuelan migrants who were at risk of removal without being properly informed or given the opportunity to defend their right to remain. Immigration advocates, legal experts, and human rights organizations have welcomed the decision, calling it a necessary check on executive power and a reaffirmation of due process rights. Many have also pointed out that forcibly deporting individuals to Venezuela, where political unrest, economic collapse, and widespread human rights abuses persist, would expose them to serious danger and instability. Justice Sonia Sotomayor, writing for the majority, emphasized that even non-citizens are entitled to constitutional protections, particularly when it comes to matters as serious as deportation. She noted that failing to provide proper notice and legal channels not only violates due process but also erodes public trust in the justice system. On the other side of the bench, two dissenting justices argued that the administration's actions were within its legal rights under the Alien Enemies Act. They warned that the decision could limit future presidents' ability to act swiftly in national security situations. Though the majority rebutted this point by focusing on procedural integrity rather than national security policy, this ruling comes at a time when the U.S. immigration system is under intense scrutiny, with debates raging over border security, asylum protocols, and the treatment of migrants. The outcome of this case could set a precedent for how historical laws are interpreted and applied in today's global and political context. For now, the fate of many Venezuelan migrants hangs in the balance, as further litigation is expected. The Biden administration has not yet commented on whether it plans to revise the Trump-era policy or pursue a different approach altogether. This story underscores a broader question: should the U.S. government rely on centuries-old laws to shape modern immigration policy? And more importantly, how do we balance national security with human rights and legal fairness? We want to hear from you. Do you agree with the Supreme Court's decision? Should wartime laws like the Alien Enemies Act be applied in immigration cases today? Share your opinion with us. If you found this report informative, be sure to like the video, leave a comment below to join the conversation, and subscribe to our channel for more breaking news, legal analysis, and insightful commentary. Your engagement helps us bring you more stories that matter. Stay tuned and stay informed.